Okay, and we should be live. Hello one and all. Welcome to today's stream. Glad to have you all with us, whether you're joining us live on twitch.tv or after the fact at catching the VOD over on youtube.com. I'm so happy to have you here with us today. My name is Brady, and I'll be your host for our first stream of Salt and Sanctuary here on the Overanalyst channel. Now, this game is really interesting to me for several reasons, many of which we'll only get into as we actually start plumbing the depths of the title. But I can tell you right off the bat, it is fascinating to me because it is a Soulslike that I don't exactly want to say it's relatively early, because it was released a good few years after Dark Souls, but I remember it being one of the first true Souls-like games that, incorporated a lot of the basic mechanics and world-building philosophy of Dark Souls that people were really talking about back in the day. Philosopher asks, who are you talking to? Hey man, how's it going? Right now, just the audience. I am, I don't believe Seth is here with us yet. But this was one of the first games people were really talking about as a competently made, relatively high-profile Souls-like, and it was one of the first really big ones that I can recall to come out of the indie scene. This is an independent title made, as we'll discuss, by a very small team. And very interestingly, this is a 2D side-scroller game that incorporates platforming to a much greater degree than many other Souls-likes. It's most readily comparable in its gameplay to Blasphemous, another kind of retro throwback Souls-like that Seth recently played through on her channel. Give me just a moment. I'm going to be messing about with my audio just a little. There we go. Quieting things down just a smidge. But as for the rest of the game's unique qualities, we'll actually have to dive in to explore those. So please, let me know how audio is, let me know how all of our balancing is. Let's dive into Salt and Sanctuary, a game I have not beaten for the record, but which I have played a good deal of before and feel quite favorably towards. Okay, so Ska Studios made this title. They have a very distinct visual style that I'll explain in greater detail a bit later on. They had previously worked on a number of Xbox Live Arcade and other short indie titles, primarily side-scrolling beat-em-up games. They made The Dishwasher Duology and Charlie Murder, I think. They've got this really punky style, and here they're going to be applying that style to cosmic horror. What is our name? New player. No, I don't think that's going to do. We'll just use my name, why not? So, Salt and Sanctuary takes place on an island. An island in a sea of endless roiling fog that is home to monuments and palaces great and small from all eras of history, as well as devoted followers of just about all of the world's religions. Hey, Flosterops, how's it going, man? Religion and faith actually play a really significant role in this game's narrative and its broader world building. And adherence to one or another religious creed is going to have a much deeper impact on our progress in this game than it does, say, in Dark Souls. So think about the Covenant system from Dark Souls. Salt and Sanctuary has something very similar, but much deeper. I'll explain more once we actually get to interact with it. So as you can see right off the bat, we have a very stylized, almost storybook-looking character here. And we can customize quite a few things about them. Hair, unkempt, no? What do I want? What kind of hair do I want? They give you quite a lot of options, truthfully. Proper, maybe? None of these look all that much like my actual hair. We'll go with that, maybe. Give us some black hair, there we go. How about that? Foster Obs, do I have to answer on how's it going, mate, or like what's up? Either. I am curious as to how your day's going, but you already shared that with us on Seth's stream, so. Justin Bieber? Not really, you'll see. Clean shaven, yes please. Eye color. Let's go for totally clear eyes. Yeah, that'll do. And now we get to choose a place of origin, which will just change the color and texture of our skin. We can make ourselves a demon, apparently. That's a thing in this world. I think there's also, like, orcs somewhere on this map. We'll probably be playing as someone from Tristan, because they've got that... Gulchmire, they're the orcs. They've got that unsettling kind of pallor that I really liked from the Earthilian skin in Dark Souls 3. Okay, classes. What do we have? Hold on real quickly. Let me just make sure everything's good over on Discord. So that I can actually be heard, or that I can hear my co-commentator when she joins us. Flosstrop says animation is lagging. No, it's not, actually. This game, again, has a very specific visual style that's kind of meant to resemble... I guess the best way to describe it would be a punk art storybook. So a lot of the characters' animations are deliberately a little stiff and unnatural. What do we have? We can be a knight, which is a little heavy for us. A mage, which looks very cool, and comes armed with a wand and a fairly decent sword. No. A paladin, if we want to go for... Okay, I can see some clipping there. You're right. If we want to go for a heavy magic-based build, no. A thief, which might be our best bet for my preferred type of build in this game. The chef, which... Flosstrop says it was lagging when you were switching between regions. Okay. And that's, just as you've asked us, that's, lagging is the word you're looking for there. Or the spelling. The chef looks like a joke build. You start with potatoes that can be used as projectiles and a large, pan as your weapon. But believe it or not, that skillet is one of the most viable weapons in the entire game if you build your character properly. Like, I've seen chef builds that are... Not a problem, Flostrops. I've seen chef builds that are legitimately, obscenely powerful. This looks like a joke class, it is not. You can be a cleric, think like a paladin with greater magic capabilities and lesser offensive capabilities. A pauper, if you want, like, the really difficult start. Or a hunter, if you want to play as a Bloodborne protagonist, right down to the tricorn, the ranged weapon, and the whip. This is tricky. We're not gonna do this. So... Normally, I like my characters just a little more resilient, but I also like my characters to be really dexterous and agile. So even though we start with crap gear, I'm going to start playing as the thief. This means we might have a harder time early on, but once we can start building our character, developing them, and taking levels in certain stats and towards certain abilities... we can make this into a very, very redoubtable character indeed. We can also start with certain items. So, the red shards are consumable healing items. A stone sellsword, which does something very special we'll get into later. An amber idol, I quite forget what that is. The grasping ring or crystal sphere. Well, the ring is an accessory we can equip. The sphere, I don't think we need. I'll start with the ring. So we're going to be playing as a thief. This, again, is going to make the early game a little tough on old Brady. But, should give us the best, like, spread of stats to begin with. Let's, we can also take on challenges to make, the game harder for ourselves, including, like, an Iron Man mode. We're not going to be doing that, because I've never beaten this game, nor have I even explored all of it before, so... Oh! That reminds me. I actually hand-wrote a checklist of all the unique discoverable items in the world we can gather area by area, along with all the bosses, and so I have this checklist right next to me. Right, so we are a guardian tasked with accompanying our kingdom's princess to another realm where she will be wed in a political marriage sometime, in the near future. And we start on this lovely little boat. Lostroph says, like, a weird, kind of like the Relic of Frodo. Yeah, let's see. One really cool thing about Sultan Sanctuary is they give you oodles of, lore. So every item has a lengthy narrative description. There is a friggin'... Every single game needs one of these, I swear. There is a friggin' bestiary with detailed descriptions of every single enemy we're gonna fight in the game, and there are many. This is good, this is great, more games, Souls-likes especially, need this. So we start with Rogue's Gear. A linen hood and mask worn by common thieves. Such garments protect their wearers as much from prying eyes as from inclement weather, and are typically dyed with nondescript earthen tones to avoid drawing unwanted attention. We're going to be reading a lot in this playthrough, by the by, so apologies if it's a little dull early on. An outwardly plain leather jacket, custom-tailored with hidden pockets and carrying loops throughout its lining. A matching linen scarf graces its collar as a dashing yet functional touch. Designed to conceal small weapons and pilfered valuables, coats of this style are commonly worn by thieves as they prowl crowded streets and bazaars in search of an easy mark. A pair of thin leather gloves worn for general protection of the hands and fingers, a thief's most precious tools. In addition to improving grip and preventing cuts and abrasions, they can be easily slipped off to allow their wearer a quick escape from the clutches of angry authorities. See, in games like Dark Souls 2, oftentimes, aside from a brief description of what each item is, the second, more like narrative paragraph in an armor piece's description would usually be uniform for most, if not the entire set. But in this case, you get unique little bits of information regarding the armor and what types of people could have been expected to wear it with every piece. That's super cool. An unadorned pair of supple leather high boots, designed for lightness and agility rather than protection. Their soft soles enable quiet movement and provide superior traction. We also start out with the Grasping Ring. Oh, which increases the salt. Think souls, the experience we'll be consuming to level ourselves. Gained from enemies. That's really good, actually. A painted white ring depicting two grasping hands. On the continents, a ring such as this would symbolize an unending desire. So it could be like a wedding ring or something? We start with some granados, so think firebombs. A heavy iron spear fitted with a wick and filled with flash powder. The manifestation of the thunder of Markdor. Markdor in the universe is tied to a lot, and I mean a lot, of heavier, more advanced weapons. And we have forest fangs. Think poisoned throwing daggers. Lostroph says, souls to improve levels, salt to improve items. No. Salt functions in this game as souls do in Dark Souls. It functions as both a currency and a form of experience. We have a wooden Targe shield. I will tell you right now, it's not very good. Constructed from hardwood bound with iron rivets. Common and inexpensive, shields of this type are a staple among would-be warriors unable to afford better equipment. This one bears numerous dents and scuffs which indicate that it has already seen considerable use. And we start with a pair of midshipmen's dirks, so we could dual wield if we so wished. A fighting dagger worn by sailors serving aboard naval vessels. While its slash attacks are relatively weak, it is designed primarily for thrusting and can inflict mortal wounds after successful parry. Haha, parrying's not my bag. But let me show you what we've got here. We can gad about, and as you can see, we are already a very, very mobile character. We can attack. We attack with the square button in this game. You have, we actually don't have a charge attack, we just have a solid combo that is very fast and doesn't drain a ton of our stamina. We can, oh goodness, how do you dodge? Oh no, we do have a strong attack, sorry. Regular attacks are bound to the square button on PlayStation, and strong attacks bound to the triangle button. And we have combos that we can engage in by alternating, so light attack, heavy attack gives you that awesome flip, which you could follow up with a dive. 1, 2, 3. Nice, very nice. Now, how do we dodge? That's the big question. Okay, that's how we guard. Ah, R2. R2. Flosstrop says, I saw a game overview, they said differently. Yeah, afraid not. There aren't souls as such in this game, to the best of my knowledge. So, why are we wandering around? Well, the ship we are on has been... I'll let the captain explain. You there, stranger. We've been boarded in the night. They'll want to kidnap our lady. Ransom her. Yeah, and now we've got to fight our way through a bunch of pirates. Very nondescript pirates we're never going to see again. But this is our inciting incident. Now, first rule of Salt and Sanctuary, always keep your eyes peeled for areas you could potentially platform up to. I don't think we can reach up there. But oftentimes areas, or goodies especially, will be kept just out of sight by platforming puzzles. Now, we're just some guy, but apparently we can outfight the Royal Marines stationed here quite easily. We should be taking some chip damage through the shield, even as we block these attacks. So dodging usually is going to be preferable to blocking in this game, even when we get better shields. Something great about that is we can roll straight through a lot of enemy attacks. We get really solid iframes on these rolls and should be able to maneuver through any enemy attacks no problem at all. Let's gather all the gold, or whatever we have. Oh yeah, you also do collect gold, which is used to obtain certain items as well. Now, this game does have a tutorial boss that is deliberately intended to kill you. Like, there is a chance you can defeat this boss. I never have. Its goal is to kill us here and then transport us to the island, like after capsizing the ship and stranding us at sea. So, let's meet the Unspeakable Deep. Its design deliberately invokes Cthulhu, and other, like, cosmic horror terrors. It, is a creature called... Yeah, see, one hit and we're dead, effectively. It's a creature called a Kraken. These, otherworldly beings from deep, deep, deep beneath the waves. Many of the game's more unusual bosses are Kraken. We never get to see that one again. It is possible to kill it, but as you can see, that chip damage we were dealing, it is not easy. So, we lose the ship, we lose our princess, and we wash ashore here.
This is basically a Dark Souls version of Super Mario. You lost your princess, and I have to find her.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Mario getting thrown off the airship at the start of Odyssey. Hey, Seth.
Hi.
Welcome to the Shivering Shore. It's time to, be inducted into the ways of this world, and specifically this island. Well, hello there. Just a fleshy bit of floss, then washed ashore with the rest of us, huh? You'll want shelter. You want sanctuary. What's a sanctuary without faith? There's an empty sanctuary up the beach. You can claim it for your creed. Tell me, do you keep the new gods? Okay, this is actually really important. The game has an intricate network of covenants, different religions we can pledge ourselves to. And depending on the religion we adhere to, we can claim certain sanctuaries, think checkpoints, in the name of said religion, and therefore stock ourselves up every time we rest at a checkpoint corresponding to our religion, or to that religion, with certain items only available, typically, to that creed's followers. So get this, the game does have a replenishing healing item, where you get additional charges every time you rest, but that healing item, its nature, and its exact, like, mechanical properties change for every single religion. So,
That's awesome.
This gentleman offers us 3 creeds. The first one, the gods he just described to us, are the creed of the 3. Think the most widespread, universally upheld religion in the setting. Worshipping kind of one divinity in 3 distinct forms of the king representing rulership, the knight representing protection, and the judge representing justice.
Has nothing to do with the Holy Trinity. Absolutely nothing.
No. Well, actually, no. We'll see. They actually play a really significant role in the plot. They are a very well-balanced creed that will provide you with a wide variety of items, but according to my analyses and, like, others' analyses online, they, kind of drop off in, effectiveness later into the game as other creeds start offering you better and better stuff. We will not see, I don't think, the third one he will offer us. There's something called, like the Iron Makers or the Iron Warriors or something like that, which are an atheistic creed of, like, warriors and blacksmiths. Think like the Faith of Crom from the Conan setting, where, like, they acknowledge gods exist, but they don't think they're powerful or that humans should derive their power from them, and so they are, like, kind of hardy, ruggedly individualistic folks. Their creed focuses on melee damage, like standard good old-fashioned, like, knuckle-to-knuckle combat, absolutely nothing else. Their magic is quite weak, and they're not terribly diverse. They do give you access to certain elemental damage types a bit earlier on than some other creeds. We're going to be going for the third creed offered here. He'll only offer us 3. We have to discover the other, I think, 4 in the game, through specific sanctuaries dedicated to them, where we can change our allegiance later on. We're going to be going for creed number 3, Devara's Light, dedicated to a goddess of healing, like, redemption, love, and light, who specializes, of course, in defensive magic and really solid healing, as well as a couple types of elemental damage. It's just always been preferable to me because you get, like, really solid healing early on, and you do get some magic options, if that's your bag. Something really cool you'll see as well is, depending on the religion to which each sanctuary is pledged, the entire design of the, sanctuary's interior will change. So your checkpoint will look a little different depending on who's there. Flosstrop says if you kill the Unspeakable Deep, it gives you a lot of salt, 3 items, and nothing else. Yeah, that sounds right. So no, we're not part of the 3. You don't keep the new gods. Rare. So are you a pilgrim of Devara? Your sword's been dying out for centuries, I'm afraid. Yeah, a goddess of love, light, and redemption. That sounds... Those sound like values near and dear to my own spirituality. We'll take them. Followers of the goddess of light worship Devara, deity of humility, kindness, and forgiveness. Her creed is perhaps the oldest known, though this could be a consequence of its cleric's meticulous record-keeping. Are you a pilgrim of Devara's light, then? Absolutely. A follower of the goddess of light. Your journey will be difficult. Accept this earthen vessel. It'll bring Devara's blessing to the vacant sanctuary ahead. Right, so now we have our creed item for this religion. Vessel made of clay, considered a divine icon by clerics of the Sanctuary of the Divine. Place the earthen vessel in a vacant sanctuary to claim it for the goddess of light, healer and protector of the downtrodden. Okay, and we have some tutorial messages. Presented as messages in bottles here. The game has a really cool, omnipresent, like, maritime theme.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Pirate.
If it's your thing, like, kind of a hard rock soundtrack.
Butt rock.
So our basic enemies here... Whoops. Didn't mean to throw a grenade, but I did. Our basic enemies here are just these zombies, like drowned dead from presumably the ship we were on. Okay, we got the sanctuary key. Is that something I can tick off of my checklist? Hold on. No. No, it is not. We have to be careful as well because there are traps laced all throughout the game's areas. So before we use our sanctuary key, let's take a look-see at it. Like I said, folks, there's going to be a lot of reading. A simple key. It's attached to a leather fob with "Find Sanctuary" inscribed in the common tongue of Ascaria. It was right up the way. Didn't really have to find it, but okay.
Yeah, just take 3 steps to the sanctuary.
So this is a sanctuary. It's just a little worse for wear, but if we consecrate it in the name of our goddess, behold!
Yay.
Checkpoint! With a beautiful statue of the goddess Devara overlooking us. We can rest here, level up by offering our salt, which we don't have enough of, and then, this is really cool, later on, as we level up, we'll gain skill points that instead of allocating to stats in, like, the more traditional, like, just free allocation pattern used by Dark Souls and so many other Souls-likes, we get to navigate along a skill tree, an expansive skill tree, with loads of individual nodes that will increase our stats as well as give us additional abilities and render us able to wield new and exciting types of weaponry and magic. I love this. I love leveling systems like this. I don't know about you guys. Very common in, like, more intricate JRPGs, I want to say. I think Odin Sphere might have had something like this as well, didn't it? This is also where you get, like, additional healing charges and things like that. And look, each ability is accompanied by a scripture, which will give us even more lore. They thought this world out so well. Flosstrop says 15 billion abilities. Yes, indeed. I love these types of skill trees, and I always have, ever since I was first exposed to them, which I want to say my first exposure to this type of character progression system was in Final Fantasy X with its sphere grid, which was absolutely phenomenal. And we get our healing item, the Water of Blessing, a vial of incandescent liquid. Its colors shift like a prism. Quaff it to restore some HP and gain a few seconds of divine protection, so a defensive boost. Speaking of, let me just quaff my water really quickly. Now, if you noticed going in, there was a chest atop the sanctuary. So we're going to want to progress along the skill tree to get ourselves some competence with swords almost immediately, because there's one weapon in particular I'm really angling for. This is locked, of course. So, you guys ready for the upshot? Well, I'll wait until after the first boss to tell you the most incredible thing about the game's development. And its developer. Whoa! Oh, that's right. Ranged enemies can attack you aim for you, instead of just firing straight ahead. What were you going to say, Seth?
I said, go, go, go.
Okay.
You fight the first boss.
You want to see something interesting first? You see these corpses hanging from the battlements?
Yeah, they're just hanging in there.
Notice how they all have different builds, though? Different, like, designs? They're not randomly generated. These are other players' avatars who have recently died in the area or against the boss.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Festering Bank, with the first proper area of the game. Home to zombies, and not a whole lot else, but many different varieties of zombie. Ah, we got one of their ears. Excellent. Loads of enemies drop ears in this game, and we will need them for various purposes later on. This game's absolutely festooned with shortcuts. A good thing, generally. Whoa. There we go. If we perform that combo of ours, we can knock enemies up into the air quite easily, and take them out of the picture shortly thereafter. Again,
do you know if Potato's gonna be joining us?
I do not.
Okay.
Whoa, this one actually has a weapon. Or a melee weapon, I should say. Oh, no. There we go. Whoopsie doodle. You do have to hold downwards while moving in order to avoid automatically running up staircases and the like. So we'll use some of our healing water. Oh yeah, and the more damage you take before resting, you'll see you will lose some of your max health that you can't, like, heal beyond. Red shards, those are consumable healing items. It's usually not a big deal. We just started with pretty crappy gear, so... A stone merchant and a bundle of salt. Okay, and our first shortcut. Already. Nice.
Have you played this game before, or is this your first?
Oh, yes! Yes, I have. Jesus. I've not beaten it before, but I have played quite a lot of it. I'm a fan. A big fan. And it's getting a sequel next year.
Did you just call yourself fat?
No, well, I mean, I am, but, no, it's getting I said I'm a big fan, not a big fat. It's getting a sequel next year, though. So let's deal with the archer before the hound. We should watch ourselves, by the way. A bell of return, think like a homeward bone. And yes, enemies can transition into and out of buildings, just as you can. Doggy? There we... I love the little waddle we perform when we move with our shield drawn. Like, listen to it on Twitch real quick. Listen to this.
Nice.
Lost Drop says a big Beppo. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, Big Beppo doesn't have much health. Too many bones. Oh, bats. Right. Bats are going to be omnipresent. But they do also drop special materials for us. Endless Fangs. The game isn't super platforming intensive, but there's a handful of areas where it elects to prioritize that aspect of its design. And while I think the platforming's well done, when it decides to be platforming-centric, it becomes something of a platforming hell.
Yeah,
not for a while yet,
that's
though.
when I quit it.
We will get
I
tons...
think for me that was after second boss.
After the second boss. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know exactly what you mean. But no, this is one of the first Souls-likes I remember, like indie Souls-likes especially, really entering the conversation back in the day. There were a lot of other Souls-like titles, like Lords of the Fallen, that people thought were, okay, but not great. But this is one of the first that people said, yeah, it derives a lot of mechanics straight from Dark Souls, but also does it really, really well with them.
Yeah.
Someday soon. Lost Drop says, did you play Mortal Shell? Yes, sir, I did, and I loved it for what it was. I thought it was a really good
Oh, I
time.
need to finish it.
Yes, you do.
Ay.
In time. In time. Ah! Good! We got a copy of our exact armor set right off the bat. Hold on a moment, though. That is on my checklist as a unique armor, so I'll go ahead and check it off. We're just climbing ever northward here. This isn't to take us to the boss, necessarily, just to gather some goodies. Oh, yeah, I totally meant to dodge that just so. Absolutely. So here we have a bizarre Obsidian Obelisk we can't really interact with. We did get the Bandaged Ring, though, which, hold on, might be elsewhere. It's not on my checklist. What? Sorry, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Dang it, like fan-curated wikis, you done lied to me again. Let's see what the Bandaged Ring does. We can equip up to 4 rings at a time. A ring of powerful healing. Its wearer may suffer injury, but lasting wounds will be made less severe. Reduces the wounding effect. Great! So, it means our...
renamed at some point.
No, I'm not seeing any other ring on the checklist I have. But then again, the wiki was using, like, 2 different maps, which gave out, like, 2 different sets of items, so you never know.
No.
I will get all of the things, or as many of the things as I can. No worries. Woohoo! Whoa! Oh, I keep forgetting to finish him. Some enemies will, like, drop to the ground, we'll stun them. Oh, we got a potato. And we can then perform a finisher on them, which I think increases the chance of them dropping certain goodies. Oh, a journey bottle. This allows us to leave messages in bottles for other players, all of the soapstones from Dark Souls. Another shortcut. And a spell. Mend. This would be great if we knew how to use magic, but we don't. We barely know how to use this knife. I don't think magic is going to be at hand anytime soon. Another Walker's Ear. Nice. Now, the game's first proper boss, I will tell you right off the bat, is actually one of the hardest bosses in the early game, so we're gonna have some fun. Can we open this? No, locked. Dang it. Up we go. And up we go. Anything back here? Ah, yes! This is a shrine. A smaller, like, non-denominational checkpoint we can rest at to restore our healing items and health. It will, of course, respawn the enemies, but hey, we gotta grind somehow, right? Aha! This is the path to the boss. You see these candelabra, or this candelabra, rather. A candelabrum such as this can be found outside of every single boss arena, and the number of candles lit indicates how many players have died against that boss recently. Either more candles indicates that more players have vanquished the boss recently, or a greater number of lit candles indicates the boss has vanquished more players recently. One or the other. Down, boy. Ah, we got a tooth from the wild dog. Excellent. Before we fight the boss, I just want to probably go back to the checkpoint and grab some levels, because we can afford them now. I think. Oh yes, we definitely should be able to. It will be very uncommon for enemies to, like, constantly spawn in the vein of these, rotten walkers that are, like, climbing up off of the floor. Presumably they all got super wasted at the banquet and have just been wandering around in the interim. Oh, a torch. Nice. Gold we can use to buy certain items and services from vendors that only appear under some very interesting circumstances. Oh, 1 damage point. Whatever will I do? Even my squishy rogue butt can handle that. Okay. Time to level. And you can actually dig this. Level, increase the number of levels you acquire at once, just by using the triangle and square buttons to select how many you'd like to grab. We'll take 2 for now. And they grant us black pearls, which, hold on. If I can grab the description really quickly. Whoa, oh, it's another player. Never mind. Whew. Okay. A weightless blackstone of immeasurable value. Some believe these act as a conduit between 2 worlds. Use black pearls at an altar to gain new abilities. Yep, so this is how we progress along the Tree of Skill. So what we really want are swords. Where are swords, however? Ah, right here. So what we're gonna do is take a poultice pouch to gain 1 new charge of our healing item. We want the dexterity, we really do. But this will give us strength and render us increasingly able to grab a Class 2 sword fighter. Well, hold on. Hold on, though. Maybe we can do it by way of this skill tree, which will get us some points in dex and another healing item. Yeah, I think that might be the best bet. So we're not going to use whips, but we can now. Now we can make offerings of these little stone figurines we've gathered. And what do you suspect they do, friends?
Nothing.
No.
Just a collectible?
For every stone figure we offer at a sanctuary, an NPC aligned with our current covenant will arrive to that sanctuary and offer certain goods and services. However, these are consumable, so once we use an NPC summon stone, that NPC will be present at that shrine, and we would have to find another stone idol to offer elsewhere if we want to access the same NPC's goods there. They could be present in multiple places at once, of course, but, like, if you want such and such NPC at a certain sanctuary, you have to make the offering there. So we can get a merchant that grants a gold drop bonus to the region the sanctuary is placed in, a cleric, or a blacksmith. I think we might actually want to summon the merchant, just to see what they can sell us. Howdy. I've seen many wars from my homeland in Tainabir, but there is no war, only the stifling silence. Yeah, so he's unnerved by how quiet it is here. He sells... No. Well, I mean... There we go! Something we can use to add holy damage to our attacks. And a couple rings. The Salt Seeker's ring and a lantern. Okay.
Nice.
Well, get it, the entire creed is based around light, so all of their unique seals are as well. Now, I think I just may take him up on one of these in case we have difficulty with the boss, which we may. Thanks, buddy. Go in peace.
Adios.
We also have tons of, like, hard salt, those bags and pouches we discovered, that we could be selling, or crushing in order to gain new levels. But I say not yet. I want to see how much work we can put in on the boss without it. There we go. And since we did gain a point of dex, our dagger should be just a little stronger. Now, something you want to be conscious of in this game is how effective your selected weapon is going to be in aerial combat. Ours is fine, but it doesn't have a great vertical range. That's going to be important to consider later on. Woo! Oh yeah, fall damage for player characters and enemies is also a thing, so... Sometimes it can be beneficial to, say, send enemies flying off of cliffs like that.
Of course, as one does.
Bosses will often send you flying, by the by. Just gonna see if there's anything else up here I may have missed. Because I wanted to say I can remember being able to acquire some kind of, come on. Some kind of flame-based weapon buff before this boss, but that could be with a different creed. I think the iron ones may have been able to sell you some kind of flame buff. Look at us somehow spraying blood from that axeman all the way to the towers in the back. Now, I think in terms of overall presentation, right, the world building, the visual style, the music, game's very impressive, isn't it? Even the lighting. And wait till I tell you the coolest thing about the devs behind this game. Wait a moment, did we explore this area before? Maybe not. No, I'm pretty sure we did. Woo! Woo! We'll rest here, because why not? Oh, there's a headstone where a player died, which we could destroy to see how. Ah, they just dove right off the side. Okay. Well, it's easy enough to know not to do that. And this was just a balcony, right? Yeah. Okay, enough messing about. Let's try to do this. Something really cool about Salt and Sanctuary, especially for an early Souls-like, is most of its bosses have multiple phases, the first boss being no exception.
Nice.
Midway through, it's going to gain far more rapid and extensive attacks. And just a heads up, this is probably going to be harder than most of the next 4 or 5 bosses. Meet the Sodden Knight. Now, he looks like a big bulky guy, right? But actually, he's a quick draw specialist. He fights Aito style. 1, 2, yeah, like that. And stamina management is so important in this game, you have no idea. Now, first stage, he doesn't seem too bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's only because he hasn't started just flying all around the arena yet. We're going to go ahead and heal.
I think I had like 10 deaths before managing to kill it.
Yep, here we go. Now, his eyes are going to become visible once we hit phase 2. Yep, there it is. Yeah, tell you what, why don't we use some bombs? No, wrong way? Oh god. Ugh. Yeah, see, now most of his attacks gain follow-ups and tracking. Oh! Yep, there you go. That's what your usual Sodden Knight attempt looks like. Super easy first phase, relentless second phase that, oh yeah, and you lose a little bit of gold every time you die, and your salt gets stolen by the enemy that kills you. Now, fortunately, if it's a boss, we don't have to kill them. Thank you, Floss Drops. It's not bad for a low-level attempt. Bombs are gonna be the way to go here, though, and we've got plenty of them. If a boss steals your salt, you only have to deal a certain amount of damage to them in order to get it back. You don't have to kill them. See, there we go. Salt acquired. I love the use of the descriptor sodden here as well, which it implies that he's just incredibly damp.
What does that mean?
Sodden, like totally soaked through. Like damp, moistened, waterlogged.
Ah, okay. He's just very wet.
He's like a towel that's been lying on a bathroom floor for months. Have a bomb. If you like it so much, have another. Somehow that second Grenado was able to hit him, even though it was closer to us than it was to him. See, he gets really fond of those jumping 3-hit combos later on, and every single one of his sword strikes sends you flying. Ugh. See? Jesus Christ. Flossdrop says, did he talk about his shield, or what? What do you mean? No changes. He doesn't have a shield, as far as I'm aware. And as for mine, mine would not do a damn thing against this guy. Unlike the next few bosses, he is entirely based around overpowering the player. He's actually much harder to dodge than Boss 2, Boss 3, and Boss 5. Like, much harder. Just because of the amount of territory that his strikes can cover. Okay, now I'm just getting sloppy. Enjoy the delicious taste of Grenados! There you go! cheesed him with bombs. Oh, no chances, Flosstrop said. Yeah, no. But, we repaid the favor. Vanquished. How beautiful. Okay, so you ready for the crazy thing now? Guys, this entire game, by the way, we got the key. Good. And we killed the boss, so that's 2 more things to check off my list. Seph, are you ready for the cool thing?
No. Yes.
So Ska Studios, the development company behind this game, 2 people.
Seriously?
2 people.
Made this game.
The Silvas, a husband and wife team, who handled the overwhelming majority of the game's art, programming, world building, all of that together. I think they had some outside help for this one and Salt and Sacrifice, but for the most part, they did it all themselves. 2 people, 2 young people too, and it's just,
wow.
God, it's incredible. I think their names are, I'm so sorry if I get this wrong, James and Michelle Silva. They're super talented folks, and the U.S., I believe. And they just deserve all the support in the world. Really fantastic folks. Flosstrop says, I know Soulslike, which was developed by one guy, and it doesn't look messy. Really? And says, always like to fight against more human bosses instead of, I guess, inhuman bosses. And that's like, wow, yeah, man, it is. I like fights against humanoid creatures as well. I've never been a huge fan of just, like, animalistic bosses. You know, the standard quadruped, big, nasty, snarling animal things. But I like inhuman bosses in the style of, like, golems or otherworldly entities, gods, things like that as well. Generally, the less like a standard animal it is, like a big dog, basically, the more I'm going to like it. Okay, now we got a pair of rewards. We got a key that'll allow us to pass on to the other side of the fortress. A key dropped by the Sodden Knight. And we also got the Sodden Knight's ashes. Ashes of the Sodden Knight. Okay. His charge was to protect the fortress that became known as the Festering Banquet. When and how the fortress became a cursed place of shambling monsters remains a mystery. So we can create a boss weapon with this, essentially. But not for some time. Now, I believe all we can do is use the key to pass through to the other side of the fortress. We'll come back here when we have more traversal abilities a bit later on. There we go. Greetings, traveler. Do you have a quest? Sure do. Rescuing a princess, I haven't seen any princesses, but don't lose hope, friend. Anyway, it's good to have a quest. Would you like to know what my quest is? Sure. Excellent. My quest is to invade that castle to the east, defeat its guardians, and slay the dragon. Castles must be invaded, and dragons must be slain, mustn't they? Getting into this castle is a different story. There's a bridge to it, but it's missing bits. There's another way in, but it's not easy. I saw a passage beneath the fortress you just emerged from. Perhaps it leads through to a village of sorts. There was a shortcut that connected the beach to the village, but it's been barred. Perhaps you can unlock it? I've heard something about a jester. The jester knows a way to get into places no one else can. It's easy to claim something. Until you can actually back your claims up, you're just a rumor monger. Flosstrop says Demon Skin. It's the game I mentioned. Okay, I'll be sure to check it out later. Thanks for letting me know. Black Pearl. So an upgrade material. Woodsman's Axe, Cotton Trousers, and Tunic. Hold on. Is that on my list? It may or it may not be on my list. I might have to check back later. Oh boy. But we got some stuff. Stuff I won't be using, but stuff. Well, no, wait, the cotton stuff might actually be preferable to what we're currently wearing. It is even worse, somehow. Simple peasant's leggings. A poorly armed peasant couldn't have made it far here, but one should never underestimate humanity's ability to survive. Amen. And a simple peasant's tunic. Okay. A simple woodsman's tool created by affixing a sharpened iron wedge to the end of a hardwood shaft. Normally used for felling trees, but commonly repurposed in times of strife by peasants and revolutionaries for felling their oppressors. It's a strength weapon. Well, more a strength weapon than what we've currently equipped, so no. Pitchfork! That one actually is on my list. Hey, presto. We're going to go ahead and tick that off. I think this might be more of a dex weapon. Oh, it's got great scaling with both strength and dexterity. What is this? Just as scaling as well. Okay. An agricultural tool consisting of a 3-pronged iron head affixed to the end of a wooden shaft. Arguably better known as a bed or a makeshift... known better as a makeshift weapon taken up by destitute peasants and angry mobs rather than for its intended purpose of pitching hay and compost. It's stronger and longer, so we're going to use it for a while. So we've got standard attack, strong attack. Aerial attacks for the pitchfork, unfortunately, are garbage, so we do have to be aware of that. Oh, but look at its juggle attack, or its juggle combo. That's pretty cool. This'll be the shortcut, I bet. Alright, bats can poison us. Do be aware of that. This will allow us to open the portcullis in the Undercroft. So we get a bow, the, self bow? Okay. A simple bow cut from a single curved hardwood branch and strung with sinew. Used mainly for hunting small game, bows of this type require only a few basic materials and are relatively easy to construct. For children in many of the western continent's forest-dwelling tribes, crafting one and mastering its use are not only integral elements of their community's coming-of-age ceremonies, but practical skills of everyday life as well. Yeah, ranged weapons are, I want to say, a little more viable in Salt and Sanctuary than in, like, Dark Souls 1 at the very least. Even though they were made way more viable in DS2 and 3. But I've not had the chance to play with them myself. Ah! Soldier's Spear! It's just a better spear! Haha! Perfect! Even though its scaling is crap. Wow. But we don't have that much dex, so might as well use it for the time being. A common polearm in widespread use throughout the continents, typically as a complement to shorter weapons such as maces and swords. Crafted in various styles for purposes both practical and ceremonial, spears are a ubiquitous sight in the hands of gate guards and infantrymen. And yeah, it has the same moveset. Hey, there's an NPC down here, though. Hello, friend. Trinkets to sell. Trinkets for coin. Friend, I'm so happy you came along. I've gathered things. Trinkets. Trinkets and such. Trinkets for gold, that's what I've got. Trinkets for coin. How'd you end up here? I stowed away. Sold trinkets in Tavenabir. Trinkets for coin. So poor, though. Talk of wealth in Kari. Even beggars like me've got manservants there, they say. Stowed away. Sailed. Then that storm. Imagine the surprise on those sailors' faces, seeing the likes of me in the wreckage there with all of them honest men. All of us floating in the sea, clinging to planks and shivering in the icy cold. Not sure how many of the others made it to shore. That shivering shore. But the trinkets I find here, they do sell. They do. Doing quite nicely, I am. Soon enough I'll be able to buy my escape. Somehow. Oh, poor guy. What's he selling? Upgrade materials. Oh! He sells, dark damage buffs and special armor. So he sells the Beggar's set, which is very light, not terribly good armor. Oh, and he now sells, boss gear. Like, he sells the Sodden Knight's, material, I think. Or if he doesn't, it's something very similar. We'll be back to talk to him later. Yes, God's bless to you too, friend.
Interesting, I was talking to myself for a few minutes.
Sorry. Welcome back. Audio issues?
No, I just forgot to unmute myself. Because I am a professional.
Ah, wraiths. Nasty creatures, especially when you're using a weapon... Oh wait, no, I've equipped my dagger in the offhand, never mind. Wraiths and flying enemies in general are super nasty in this game, so just always keep your eyes peeled for them. We're using a spear right now, Seth, with, like, pretty miserable dex scaling, if only because we don't have any real dex points yet. So we got a stone guide, that's the closest thing to a fast travel network we're gonna have in this game, and some calling horns. Oh, Seth, did you see the Soulslike that Flosterops mentioned? Like, made by one person?
Nope.
Demon Skin, apparently it is called.
Okay, let me...
Is this the shortcut? No, this is to the next area. Village of Smiles. There's nothing happy about the Village of Smiles whatsoever. We'll be right back with that area. Or back to that area.
Demon Skin on Steam. It says it's a brutal hack and slash.
Right on.
Side-scroller 3D came out in 2021 actually. Earlier in April, and it looks... Oh wow, it looks pretty good.
Made by one person.
Side-scrolling but 3D. Yeah.
Oh, righteous. Okay, so we are going to level up. Hell yeah, we're gonna level up.
It looks kinda Castlevania-ish. Like Castlevania and Diablo had a baby.
Oh, I might have to check that out. Now here we're actually going to work our way around again to Class 2 Sword Fighter. Ah! Willpower determines max stamina. We're gonna want some of that too. We'll start with Class 2 daggers, though, because it'll give us some willpower.
Nice.
I'm hesitant to use any of our consumable salt yet. But now, hold on. Let me check some things. Okay, attack 17.1. It would be worse with the dirk. Yeah, it would be worse with the dirk, and it'd be worse with the pitchfork, because our scaling isn't quite up to scale yet. Ha-ha! Puns! You can always make a wraith by the rattling of those chains, claws, both. Look a bit like Death from the classic Castlevania titles, don't they? And don't let me forget, friends, every so often we're going to want to stop to read our bestiary, to get some lore and maybe some tips on the enemies we're fighting. Before we head to the Village of Smiles, I do want to explore this little transitory area first, near where we found our knight buddy, Bandit's Pass. Oh look, it's a ready-made sanctuary of Devara, with a stone sellsword and a leader. May Devara's light shine upon you. Oh no, a cleric. Devara's light covers all things. Its warmth is felt even in the shade. I'm a conduit of Devara's light. I am her vessel. All creatures on earth may bask in her light and receive her forgiveness. That sounds really nice. Yeah, I like this religion. I like this religion a lot. So she sells presently one blessing we can purchase that will temporarily imbue our weapon with holy, but we don't know none of that highfalutin magic yet. She does also sell some priest's armor, a mace, and a shield, though. Shield's dirt cheap. I might actually sell out for that. No, we can find one later on. Never mind. And remember, friends, the items sold by each of the game's 7 different religions' merchants are often entirely different. There's oftentimes only a bit of overlap. Just going to explore here before we head to the village to get some goodies. Oh, look at these winners. We've got a swordsman and what looks like some kind of rogue. Ooh. What were they? Oh, a platoon crossbow they were guarding. That's on my checklist. On my fun Mist-Shrouded Isle scavenger hunt list. Those guys might be a little bit tougher than we would care for right now, though, so let's just walk our way on back. Bells of Return. Nice. This game, much like Remnant, I think beautifully captures the sense of discovery, exploration, and wonder that is so integral to the atmosphere of Soulslikes for me. Again, notice how many items we've discovered and how each of them feels like a bit of an event, you know? Speaking of, platoon crossbow. Or is it an offhand weapon? Yeah. A basic mass-produced crossbow commonly issued to light infantry regiments and soldiers on guard duty. Designed more for large-scale economy than actual effectiveness in battle, its simple components and solid construction nevertheless provide great reliability. Hell yeah! Reliability! So we got the pitchfork, the crossbow, and is that it? It looks like that might be it for now. Yeah. Now, the Village of Smiles, however, has lots of goodies we're going to want to discover. It's also a place where we're really going to want to break out that Blessed Page at one certain point. Because the boss is super weak to holy damage. There we go. As long as the Wraiths are level with us, they can't really hurt us. As we will hurt them first. They do bleed, though. Somehow. You with us, Seth?
Yeah.
What are you working on this evening?
I'm working on a Among Us crewmate.
Ah! Of course.
Yeah.
That'll get loads of money, I promise you. Yeah, so welcome.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the last sentence?
Oh, I said that'll get loads of offers, I'm certain.
I hope so.
As long as the quality's not sus. So, the Village of Smiles. It's got traps, lots of them. Do you see that spiked log waiting for us up at the canopy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a tripwire connected to that. So what we're gonna do, since that knight there is actually really tough for this stage of the game, we're going to try to goad him into stepping on it instead. No, bad dog. Bad dog. This way, sir. And they will happily trip it. And now we can finish him. Yeah! Giving us a bell of return. Whoa! I did not know that dogs had a grab attack that could go straight through your shield, but they do, apparently. Yikes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I may struggle a little here as I try to reacquaint myself with how the game works, but yeah, spears aren't bad weapons, though they are rather slow. Locks of hair I think we can actually give to a blacksmith to improve our gear, crazy as that sounds. Oh, we might want to drop down and into this passage first. Oh, hi, doggy. Anything on the other side here? Yes indeed. Fine Mesh Peltarian. Is that on my list? Oh, of course it's not. I'm pretty sure it's a shield. Yeah. A peculiar ceremonial shield of interwoven vines. Used in ritual dances by the headhunting tribes of Cadania. These shields are formed by painstakingly training certain dense species of liana into a complex symmetrical mesh and allowing them to inoculate. Okay. Translation. It is a botanical shield that is somehow too complex for my character to figure out how to work at the moment. We'll need a pointed shield for that. Oh look, automatic crossbow, rigged up as a trap. That we bypassed, thankfully. Oh, it's the Scarecrow. A very, very important NPC. That we're going to have to talk to every time it appears throughout the game, barring one, in any case, in order to actually make both of the game's potential endings available to us. Oh! Shit! Get off me! There we go. Curiosity. What creature persists in the face of such suffocating despair? The others have begun to kneel. Will it join them? No. Such a brave, foolish curiosity. It will struggle then, and it'll bleed, and it'll fall. And one day, when it finds itself beaten and broken, gasping for air, choking on its own blood and tears, that will be the day it kneels, and I will consume it. And now it's totally inert. So that's not ominous at all.
Nah, not at all.
And now it's gone! The Scarecrow has vanished. Everything's fine. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. That happens. Great, Scarecrows do it all the time. It's fine. There's another rigged log trap. The Village of Smiles, if we're going straight for the boss, actually isn't super duper long. Ah, we got a drowned berserkers here at long last. Ooh, Lord, that one just decimated me. I'm sorry I'm not playing super well right now. There is a learning curve here, and I have to relearn the game, clearly. Like, staggering enemies is tougher in Salt and Sanctuary than... you would think. Oh, there's another one of the big boys. Well, let's see how well I can do this. Expectation, not very. As their guard is actually really impressive. I think they're meant to encourage parrying, but... Like that. Okay. Okay, so parrying them isn't super difficult, actually. Alright, fair enough. Be great if that dealt a little more damage, but hey. Like I said, elite enemies in this game, super tough, super resilient. That should do it, though, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and that one dropped the ring for us, the Faithful Ring. Which I assume boosts our faith or something? A pale metal ring. Its symbol is one of protection against the sinister and the unknown. Increase your defense to arcane damage. Oh, alright. That's not bad at all, really. And we get a cleric. I've certainly received worse rewards. See the entirety of the Immortal Unchained playthrough. Where your reward for everything is, oh yay, more Immortal Unchained.
Amazing.
Just what everyone craves. There are the Blessed Pages. We get 3 of them, and we will need them for the boss. Who is down here, and we're not going to fight because we have no health and practically no heals. Instead, we're going to explore the city until we find ourselves a nice little sanctuary. I'm sure one of them is somewhere around here. Now, the boss, compared to everything else we've been through, is actually pretty simple here. Not exactly easy, but simple. Like, mechanically, you understand what you have to do pretty early on. Now we're right across the way from where we killed that knight, and look, it's a sanctuary. This one is a sanctuary of the 3, as you can tell by the banners depicting the 3 faces of the godhead behind us. And the blacksmith set. Lovely. Now, we can rest here, even though we belong to a different creed. The only thing that'll change is our healing item will be temporarily replaced with this creed's. We could take an oath to pledge ourselves to the faith, but I don't want to. I will level up, however. Hey, outsider, need some smithing? Back home, we'd forge fine instruments from pure living steel. What do I craft with here? Salvage, salvage, salvage. That and memories. What does he sell? Swords, Varangian Spatha, which is a dex weapon. He sells a better shield, 2 better shields. And some halfway decent armor. Hold on. Be great if he would sell us something other than the Varangian Spatha, but I might just take that. Hold on, we're gonna go ahead and level up. Oh no, sorry. Use the Tree of Skill, rather. To get ourselves another poultice. 1 more healing item never hurt. a point of dexterity. Oh, and we can take multiple levels in these, by the way. These with the little pips, we can invest in up to 3 times to further increase that attribute. And then we're going to need 1 more black pearl. So I tell you what. Why don't I finally use some of these salt pouches? A traveler's pouch, it contains salt. Yeah, just use them all. Get that salt dust all over the sanctuary. Bundle of salt. Merchant's bundles full of salt. Alright, this will get us the level we need. Oh, and look, there's a little progress bar at the bottom that depicts how much salt you have towards the next level. That is cool. Ah, but I suppose we need a level 1 sword fighter first. Dang it. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and take that. And we'll take... Huh. How about... Like, I mean, while we're here, might as well take light armor, yeah, which gives us some endurance. I do like that all of these abilities which allow you to wear more advanced armor or wield more sophisticated implements of war also bolster your rudimentary stats as well, so you're not, like, having to choose one or the other. Now, with that, we should be able to buy the Varangian Spatha, which I know we can find one later in the game, but I mean... Might as well. It's costly, though. Is it worth it? Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's not worth it. Can I upgrade my crappy little dagger, though? Ah, we don't have enough salt, but we could. Actually making it much stronger. There's one weapon in particular we're gonna upgrade the hell out of later on. Trust me. Now, there's more to explore in the village before we carry on, though, so don't worry. Not entirely sure who that was growling at us. Oh, that was great positioning. No! The fucking grab! It does have a distinct telegraph, I just don't know if it does us any good to detect it in time. Oh. One of those spawning, I see. Notice the traps rigged up just all across the entire village. People here are paranoid. Well, maybe not paranoid if they're right. Let's check out our new healing item while we're here, by the way. A flask of incandescent capital R red. Its cork is stamped with the crest of the 3, and its ownership by apostates is forbidden. Oops. Quaff it to restore some HP. So by red, I guess they mean wine?
I guess?
Oh look, it's another Super Knight. Excellent. My favorite. Oh, wait, he's weakened. He's down. Yes! And he gave us another ring. Shit. The Conduit of Mind. Yo, dig this! Bond of Extreme Focus. It allows its wearer to maintain spellcasting ability past the point of normal exhaustion. Locks minimum stamina to 1/3 of stamina. Does this mean I can't totally deplete my stamina anymore? Oh no, I can. I guess that means, like, if you're afflicted with status effects that would cause you to lose some of your stamina. Okay, fine. I'll take it. Stone Leader. That'll be handy. Why can I... About to say, why can I not hit anything with that, but okay. Okay, that's the next area. That's where we'll be heading after the boss fight. Pretty sure. That's also a trap on the ground. Just ignore it. It's fine. Oh. area we're gonna have to access as a shortcut. Okay. Oh, and... Oh, this is the same sanctuary, I think. Never mind. Or is it? Guy killed himself with his own crossbow. Fair enough.
That's fine.
Helps us
Archer
out.
watch themselves.
Yeah, he didn't watch himself. Dang it. This time, as soon as he put the crossbow down, it became the archer, not he.
Yeah.
Let's slide our way on down. Oh! Gotta jump over these, otherwise we'd get smacked in the face with a nailed board. Not the best way to spend your evening, let me tell you. Now if we climb up here into this kind of secret-looking room, we get, oh, the Claymore, or the Kuremoa. Oh, we're not gonna be using this. A two-handed sword first carried by the Highland clans of Dor Isle, but now widely popular throughout the continents owing to its versatility and relative ease of use. Its unpretentious design emphasizes function over form and a humble testament to the virtues of simplicity. Somebody liked the Claymore in Dark Souls, who am I kidding, almost everybody did. I'm in the minority. Big shock. Wait, is this the next area? Yes, it is. Never mind. Never mind. Retreat. Retreat. Areas in this game also have loads to explore without feeling super long. Fused metal ring. What is this? Just increases endurance, like higher equip load and all that. Sure. You know, this early in the game, something like that's a godsend. Oh god, I remember. This is an optional area with a really tough mob for this stage of the game, but they're guarding something special. A Grey Pearl, a special upgrade item, and something even better. You ready? Oh, wait. Oh, these are like salt-sucking vampires.
Nice.
And there's quite a few of them here. And they throw vials of blood. You know, as you do.
Nice. Beautiful.
Fortunately, we can stun lock them. Bundle of salt. The Ghastly Gourd. Seth, did you ever get this?
Nope.
A carved gourd. Its flesh has been sealed into a thick arcane fabric, rendering it an effective, if curious, piece of armor. The Mad Queen Lanaya was as bloodthirsty as she was eccentric, and one of her better-known peculiarities was her mortal fear of gourds. Get ready for it. Look at this. Is this not worth it?
Nope.
Seth, look at it, though. It's a
Yeah.
pumpkin helmet.
It is. It's very Halloween-y. Is it like a special event for Halloween, or is
No!
it by default in the game?
No, it's just there in a little pumpkin patch you can explore.
Cute.
Okay, let's make our way to the sanctuary to top off once again. And then let's go see about this queen that's been giving everybody so much trouble and is also the reason for most of the traps we've seen scattered around. Only problem with Ghastly Gourd now is Ghastly Gourd is relatively heavy. Given that our character would, like, see their arm snap in half if they tried to pick up a catalog, so... Can we level up? Oh, yes, we most certainly can. Those salt suckers actually gave us quite a lot of salt.
Nice.
As one would
Who
expect.
would have thunk?
So I'm thinking... maybe not class 2 swords yet. Let's take a point in willpower, so some more stamina, and then one more pip in, dexterity. Oh, there's the Wraith. Hi, buddy.
I have a question.
Ma'am.
I heard some people, instead of scissors, saying skizzers.
Absolutely
Is that actually
incorrect.
a thing? Okay.
No, no.
I was gonna say, like, what? I thought it might have been like a dialect thing, but that does not sound correct.
No, some of our dialects are weird. They're not that weird.
Yeah.
Skizzers.
Because I know, for example, the skizzers, yeah. I do know, like, the difference between, for example, schedule and schedule.
Yeah.
But
No.
skizzers, I've never heard.
That would be like saying sword.
Yes. Or climbing.
Yes. So, on down to the boss. This boss is really interesting to me. And we are going to be, at least in the first attempt, should I use one of my blessed pages? Ah, hell with it, I'm gonna use a blessed page.
Yay, blessed page.
It's
Wait,
about to get...
What does it do?
It buffs our weapon with divine damage. So it's about to get holy up in here.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Guys, I love this fight so much, I can't even tell you. So, this boss is way less direct, but it's going to be throwing swords and charging all about the arena. Ooh, ouch. Oh, fuck! My timing's off, my timing's off.
Oh no, bring it back, bring it back.
There we go. Ooh! Yeah, there's her phase 2 attack. She gets increasingly silly-looking charges. Oh, fuck! She killed me! Juggled me. Which is something that bosses do in this game quite often. They can juggle you really easily if you don't have your dodge timings perfect. That's okay, though. That's okay.
You're right. You told her she looks silly.
What is this? Oh, did one of the enemies already die here? Or, no, I guess not. This time, I may not use a blessed page, and instead, might just try to focus on getting the timings down. She doesn't have anywhere near as much natural aggression, like, to her moveset as the Sodden Knight did. Like, she's not gonna be running us down. Most of the time, she'll just kind of charge back and forth across the arena. And when she throws those swords, that's what we want to capitalize on. Jesus Christ. There we go. Good thing we got that extra charge of the old flask. Now, not every area is going to have, as I said, these drowned enemies, like, rising out of the ground, like, willy-nilly to attack us. Okay, let's try that again, Queen Lanaya. Take 2!
You can do it!
1, 2, 3. Yeah, what an awesome design, right?
Yeah.
Most of her attacks have very clean telegraphs, but exceptional range. Whoop. Just have to look out now for her charge where she gets— whoa! Yikes, goes end over end. Ooh, didn't manage to roll through her that time. There it is, that's the one we have to look out for. Oof. Keep trying to roll through her. Not always the smartest idea. And this is without the damage buff. We're doing pretty damn good for ourselves. Bless you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Let's heal. Oh, that's right. It's a 3-hit. My bad. There it is. Without the buff. See? Nowhere near as tough as the first boss, at least in my opinion. But fun. A very fun fight. Vanquished. And we get her ear as a trophy. Ear of Lanaya, Queen of Smiles. She ruled over Livin in what became known as the Reign of Blood, an era marked by her frequent, rage-filled quells and purges. When her reign was finally cut... That sounds kind of like Nikocado, actually. When her reign was finally cut short by a mob of vengeful villagers, it was seen fit to leave her with the greatest smile of all. Hence, like the Glasgow smile that she was sporting.
Nice.
It can be used as a transmutation material or exchanged with the leader. Right. So,
Wait,
she's dead.
Glasgow smile?
Yeah, you know, slang for a cut extending from cheekbone to cheekbone.
Yeah.
Like tearing the wearer's mouth open.
Mm.
What's in the box? Ah, the chef set! Excellent. So yeah, Queen Lanaya, not too bad, and as far as I'm aware, she may actually be optional. I'm not sure that... Oh, that's super dark. Oh, that's super dark. I don't like that. We'll come back once we have our lantern. Ah, and the portcullis, so shortcut. And a black pearl. This game does indeed reward you for going through trials. Now, our next boss, depending on how you actually handle the encounter, is either going to be super simple, like a quick burn, or an absolute nightmare. And I think it's in the area that Seth really hated, the woods. Ah! Our first charm! Excellent! So charms are little fetishes you can attach to the base of your weapon to grant it additional effects. The Bloodflower charm, befitting our first, is very simple. A metal charm painted red. The bloodflower plant has long been used as a red pigment in dyes and paints, but the superstition tying it to bloodlust is relatively recent. Warriors may don bloodflower-painted arms, but a dress dyed in bloodflower would be considered to be in poor taste. Just increases attack power flatly, and as you can see, it actually is attached to, like, the base of our spear, see? How cool is that?
Nice.
Now I have to try to platform my way back up. Yikes.
Yep.
Next time I rest at the Sanctuary, don't let me forget to check out our bestiary. We've learned so much about the beasties of this world. Oh wait, no, this was the dark area. Never mind. Ooh, the ambiance of that area. I don't know if you're listening through headphones, you might be able to hear this, like, hollow, kind of growling sound. It's very intimidating. Again, some people may be taken with the game's, like, vaguely metal-ish soundtrack. I think it's very fitting, I think it's atmospheric, but it's not for me. It's not my kind of music. Ah, and we're back. We're going to level up, absolutely. We can grab 3 levels, let's do so. And on the old tree of skill, let's grab... One more point of dex. Sure. Class 3 daggers. No. Let's take... A point or class 2 sword fighter, which will give us strength. I mean, good to have, I suppose. And some more dex. Where would the dex be? Right there. Alright, that'll do for now. Oh, and if you notice in the upper left-hand corner beneath our level, there are 3 colored banners. Those represent the, I guess, major playstyles envisioned by the devs. You can see the stats are also color-coded. Strength and endurance together, dexterity and willpower together, and magic and wisdom together. For big, tanky, brutal builds, swift, agile, like DPS builds, and caster builds, respectively. Oh, I can wield the Kureamua now if I, absolutely hated myself. Oh, I see. See, look at those attack numbers. Notice how each weapon has 2, right? I believe the former number depicts the weapon's power before scaling, and the latter its power after scaling. Now, we've not invested super heavily in any, weapon refinement at blacksmiths or anything like that yet, for a reason. Because there's one weapon I'm after, and once we have that weapon, it may just be with us for the whole game. Healing item from the Wraith, that's pretty handy. And as you can see, thanks to the Bloodflower Charm, we're actually dealing quite a bit of additional damage now. Potato. Yes, potato. I don't think there's anything left for us to do here, except progress on down to the woods. And get ready for a hell of a battle. And a new covenant we can discover. Pretty sure it was down this way.
How long is this game?
Pretty lengthy. It'll take us a fair few sessions to make it to the end, as far as I'm aware. Especially considering I'm gonna be trying to get as many things as I can feasibly, and I'm also not super good at this game. Hey, buddy! Hey, see this? See this cool little, Oh, he jumped right over it. Damn you. Damn you.
I was like, fuck you, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
So these collapse, but the branches don't. What's in the box?
This area to hell.
Ah, the Crimson set.
This is the area that made me rage quit.
Elegant cloth leggings. Slightly weaker against strike, but seems better across the board elsewise, though it's heavier. An elegant cloth vest. It won't do much good against physical attacks, but its magical enchantments make it a powerful ward against elemental danger. Oh, well, we need that. So we're now basically a squishy dark priest with,
Interesting.
Oh no, it's the bats. And archers. There will be these botanical archers leaping about, firing arrows at us all throughout the area.
Archers, watch yourself.
Yeah, really. I mean, combat in this area, not gonna lie, especially with the spear, is gonna be really tricky.
Yeah, this entire area just made me rage quit altogether, so for me it was that bad, it was just worth leaving the game and never returning.
It's not super long, though. That's a saving grace. We do have to be wary of poison here, though, as many poisonous enemies inhabit the woods. Such as those slimes you can see hanging transparently on the canopy.
Yeah.
The archers are nasty, but they can't defend themselves in close range, save by, like, firing more arrows at you.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mossy Charm! We already get a second charm. A cleverly crafted living charm. Its wood cores infused with an earthen paste on which living moss grows. Increases attack speed. Okay, we might actually want this over the Blood Flower, because Blood Flower doesn't give us a ton of additional damage. And the spear is great, but as you've seen, it's kind of slow. So being able to thrust more rapidly is probably desirable in this circumstance.
Yeah. Going for that dex build.
Mm-hmm.
That's very thrusty dex build.
Did you see what happened to that archer?
I'm not sure
I
what
think we
saw.
technically hit him mid-air, like, just as he was jumping, so he ended up, instead of, like, flipping to a lower level, just sailing off of the platform into the forest floor.
Yeah.
Okay. So slimes. Slimes are nasty, slimes are poisonous. They're also transparent until they come into play properly. And they've got a grab attack. Because, you know, why wouldn't they?
Grabby slime.
Ah! And we're poisoned. Great, great, great. Okay, red flask, do you cure that? No, you don't. Do you happen to have an antidote or anything like that on us? Oh, we sure do. But maybe we shouldn't use it here, since the poison doesn't seem to be dealing much damage to us.
Yeah, maybe just wait a little bit.
Die! Just fight our way through these little nasties. It's okay if we have to heal frequently, because the Watching Woods, as I said, not a super big area, and most of the difficulty here comes from platforming, not necessarily from enemies. Oh, what's in here? Ah! Archers and an ogre. Okay, so, ogres, pretty nasty, as you would imagine. Dude, swamps on the other side of the island.
Hello.
Hey, Potato, how's it going? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I kinda got distracted. But
Not a problem.
VR.
Oh! You bought it.
Yeah, it was actually supposed to arrive on Friday, and like, okay, so I ordered it on Sunday.
Yeah. From
And-
where?
The Italian Amazon,
Uh-huh.
and it was like guaranteed by Friday, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, who's
Yeah,
this?
not bad.
The funny part was, if I ordered it on Saturday, it would have they guaranteed arrival by Monday, next Monday.
Uh-huh.
So, and I was like, yeah, you know what, that's too long, I'll just wait when there's a quicker delivery. And I check on Sunday and it says, oh, it arrives 3 days sooner now. And I'm like, okay.
Okay. That's weird.
I order it. They ship it yesterday from Spain at about 6 p.m. And today at 8 a.m. it's here. In Croatia. And then the driver apparently could not find the address. So I had to call them, and then they sent him back.
So we found
The
this
driver couldn't find.
this game's equivalent of the Confessors from Dark Souls, who will forgive sins against other religions and also sell us some armor that I can't wear, so that's something, I suppose.
So, Potato, what is your plan with the VR?
Well, I was thinking Friday after the podcast recording.
Uh-huh.
If you guys are up to it, we could play some Phasma.
Uh-huh.
Never played
And-
before, but I suppose I could give it a shot. Oh,
It's a ghost hunting horror game.
Lord Almighty, another charm. Pale Charm. A deceptively plain wooden charm. The runes inscribed on it literally translate as grasp to beyond. Charms like these are promised to bless their owners with the unattainable, so it increases attack reach. We've got a spear. I think faster attacks are preferable to greater range with this. This is enough. This is enough range.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh no. Yeah, this is the woods experience for you. We'll go ahead and quaff an antidote, because we just picked up 3 of them. Jesus H. Okay. least the slimes...
Yeah, I got today my coffee machine, the big one, and I'm so happy and excited to try it out. I've been thinking about making myself coffee now.
I mean, go for it. Oh, we got one of the Golem's visors. That's right. Certain enemies do drop their arms and armor. Bronze visor of the Vilehawks. Vilehawks viewed themselves as birds of prey, hunters of the vole-like peasantry. Great. I want the whole set now. Gotta catch them all. Ah, Battle Axe. Hey, Lightning Phoenix. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Glad to see you. Hope you're having a good day so far. Thanks for joining us.
Is that a kitty cat with a monocle?
It does appear to be, yes. Quite adorable.
And
Nice.
quite a nice mustache.
Mm-hmm.
White.
Okay, can we reach this? Not quite. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just remember some goodies are there.
Speaking of phoenixes, I got a notification from the store when I'm gonna get the games next Monday.
Right on. Oh, Bright Coral Ring. Lightning Phoenix says tired, and my day started at 5 p.m., which it's now 8 p.m. Ooh. That's rough, man. Increases willpower flatly. Okay. Is it better than anything we already have, though? Well, that would increase enemies' drop rate. Ugh. No. Our next boss uses arcane power quite a lot, so we're going to keep our arcane damage ring. Thank you. But I will keep the Bright Coral Ring in mind for the future. Somewhere around here is a sanctuary consecrated in the name of the fourth major religion we're going to discover, a sect of nature worshippers who allow their followers great and easy access to particularly dexterous, like arms and armor, as well as poison effects. Poison on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see you, slime. Oh, don't you think I don't see you. Antidotes, good. We need them. We don't want to need them, but we need them. And a bullwhip. Lightning Phoenix says fashion salt, though. I know. I think we're already pretty fashionable, though.
Stylish. Quite.
Alright. There we are.
What is it, Peppo? Just woke up and farted.
Or did the farting do the waking up?
That does
well,
happen
he
with
was
dogs
looking at me while
sometimes.
farting. Yeah. I don't know, but some
Bag
farting
of salt.
happened and it's smelly.
Lightning Phoenix says, what's your weapon level at? Oh, I've not leveled this at all. I'm waiting for one very specific weapon. I'm not super knowledgeable about this game, but I've played like just over half of it before years and years ago, and I do know what I'm going for. Oh, no! Lord. Yeah, that can happen.
Oh, Lord!
I do know what I'm going for in terms of weapon.
Obliterated.
Yeah, that could have gone a lot better. Which weapon we're going for? I'm going for the Split Swordsman's katana. Which we can get really soon. With a little farming, but I mean, hey. It's lightning fast, and apparently can carry you through most of the game, and it's like the types of weapons I tend to prefer in my Soulslikes. Namely, very fast, low stamina consumption, and still great damage. Bandit's Ear. That's a Tai Chi? I think so, yeah. Like I said, it's been so
Beppo is
long that I
saying
believe.
no. He's more of a strength build.
Okay, Beppo is excommunicated. Just joking, of course.
He literally just woke up, barked a little bit at the door for no reason, and then went back to sleep.
As you do.
I'm almost done with the crewmate.
There's the creature that spawns with your salt if you die by, I don't want to say natural causes, but by misadventure. It's essentially an
Like
enhanced
gravity.
bat. Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to heal, but fine, that'll do. Still getting used to the controls once again. There we go.
Phoenix says, Taichi-wise, you can pick it up, just not sure whereabouts. I got it yesterday somewhere.
The Split Swordsman does drop them with a pretty solid rate, I think, so we can get one as early as the castle, which is what I'm going for. Oh, right. Even the
Yeah.
salt rates poison you. Yes, sir.
They'll be showing off 15 minutes of Elden Ring gameplay.
Ooh.
I'm sure that Brady
Kinda.
doesn't want to see that.
No.
I kind of don't want to see it either.
No, I'm not gonna... look at it. By the way, have you seen that both Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 have been postponed for 2023 now?
Does not surprise me.
No,
Yeah.
not in the least. Ooh, what's this? Stone sellsword and a buckler. Is the buckler any better than this crap shield we started with? Probably not. Stagger reduction's a little bit better, but it's heavier somehow. Alright. Oh, it's an ogre. How lovely. How you doing, buddy? Oh, they hit hard, friends. Yes, indeed, they hit very hard. But they're not too difficult to manage. They have less health than you'd expect from a big guy like this. Not like I'm complaining.
Are those ogres also like some, like, drowned ogre things?
We will be able to find out once we check our bestiary. And here's the sanctuary I was looking for. Our healing item from this creed is grass. Just grass we eat.
Nice. You cow.
And there's a poisoner here. Oh, a stranger comes to this mossy belly of a tree. No worries, I'll set you straight. You ever met a woods wraith? Yeah. The spirits of the forest welcome wayward souls like you. Maybe you held some gods at some point, huh? No point, traveler. Gods are unpleasant, unwelcome thing. Shrug them off. You may have heard that we're not trustworthy. That's a lie. Sort of. The worst of our reputation most likely comes from our love of poisons. But my friend, poison is a wondrous thing. Poison, like the forest, seeps through the realm of man, spreading, corrupting, invading, until all's reduced to earth. Man is truly a wretched thing, and the forest is committed to expunging him from existence. But woods wraiths protect the forest, so the forest protects us. You want to be a woods wraith? Want to cast off the shackles of false gods and bask in the poisonous shadows of the forest? Approach the altar. Take the oath. No thank you. Phoenix says, oh yes, you can get it in the Red Hall of Cages. Oh joy, one of my least favorite areas in the game. We're not going to pledge their creed, but we discovered it. I've got the trophy for, like, pledging to it previously. And we are going to level. We're going to take some points on the Tree of Skill. Let's take some endurance. And some willpower, why don't we? Make our way up to class 3 swords, and start making our way around to, like, class 3 daggers. Then we can grab all of this stuff. Phoenix says, likewise, that area is just downright annoying. It is. It's way too long, in my opinion, but it's got a world-class boss battle, so there is that. Locked. Of course it is. Let's not forget there's something on top of the sanctuary for later. I think we're ready for the boss battle, and oh lord, what a boss this is. Red grass. Bright red medicinal grass. It said that it grows only in the most poisonous corners of the Cadanian swamps, yet it somehow found its way to the island. Eat it to restore some HP. Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward healing item. One creed has a healing item that partially poisons you. And it's great. It just so happens to be one of my favorite, like, creed heals in the entire game.
So I'm assuming you're enjoying it more than Seth did.
Oh, yes. Yes, this is the area she rage quit at, apparently.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on, maybe we can drop to the top of the sanctuary from here. Yes, indeed! So, we get a gray pearl and a leather set. Okay. Talk to me. Oh, leather's heavy armor? What? I mean, I guess it's, like, really reinforced, maybe. Sure. I'll take it.
Heavy leather made from a very fat pig.
Oh, you know what this means. It's boss time. Now, this boss is our first that has no martial abilities whatsoever. He will do nothing to attack us directly. Instead, he's going to jump around the arena tossing out vials, which will have various effects. Some of them will spawn slimes, like smaller, weaker version of the slime enemies we've been fighting throughout the area so far. Some of them, I believe, will just explode, and others will summon projectiles of various sorts. Now, the fight itself has been likened by commentators to something of a DPS test, where the goal is to burn the fairly weak and defenseless boss down before he's able to generate enough effects, and particularly slimes, to wear you down. I'm not promising I'm going to get this on my first try, but I've never had an excessive deal of trouble with this fella. Pretty sure he's weak to fire and some other elemental buffs, but not necessarily holy. Let's do this thing. Oh, and in his second phase, he just starts tossing out more and more flasks. Meet the Mad Alchemist. Yeah, so those scythe projectiles are nasty. They're probably his nastiest attack, and as you can see, we got bad luck, and he's just been relying on them religiously here. No, no, no. I'm doing really bad here, but we're making it somehow. No, no, no. Poison cytoplasm gel. Never gotten that before. Oh, slime got on us. My bad. Whoa! I'm sure you can see what is meant by DPS test here. Stop, stop, stop. No. Bad alchemist. Bad alchemist. Okay, he's down. Not exactly the cleanest victory in the world, but we managed it. Thanks in large part to our Mossy Charm allowing us to attack very, very rapidly. And we got to saw off his ear as a reward. Praise be. Let's get some lore. Ear of Terruspin, Mad Alchemist. A once wise master of the alchemical arts, his decades of exposure to toxins, both physical and spiritual, must have led him mad. But perhaps he's just as drowned as the rest. No, I think he's just permanently high, and that was the issue we were having. Black Pearl and a Mossy Key. This will allow us to pass on to the other side of the fortress, I believe. The sanctuary. A rusted metal key. Its chipped paint is coated in a layer of fuzzy moss. Well, alright then. Now, I'm sure our first time through we're not gathering everything in most of these areas, but don't you worry. With the glorious aid of the internet, and maybe some of you fine, more knowledgeable folks in chat, we will be back later to collect everything we can.
Yay!
We've not explored the forest floor over much. Not that you'd particularly want to, but... There we go. At least it's just as easy to knock the Vilehawks out of the air as it is for them to knock you out of the air. Ah, yes, that's right. There isn't much of a forest floor. Haha. So, Seph, I assume you kept getting, like, knocked out of the air by the Vilehawks?
Yes. Yes.
What's on the other side?
That area can go fuck itself. And sit on a cactus.
Oh, right, it's the Sunken Keep. Just not from the area we wish to access it. A childhood spent navigating donut lifts in Mario games is really coming in handy here. Man, you know Dark Souls made it when, like, the most recent 3D Mario game has the protagonist just straight up fighting a Dark Souls boss, right?
Yeah.
That dragon that appears apropos of nothing near the end of Odyssey. Very, very cool. Oh, wait, let's go in and level up, why not? Yeah, we could take 2 more. I will take 2 more, thank you. Oh, it's dark. Oh lord, it's dark. A soldier's poem, so weapon upgrade material, and the stone blacksmith. Whoa! Oh, goat demons! Right. Or not goat demons, like rat demons. Demons of various sorts.
Demons of Demoness. From hell.
Ah, but a lift! A shortcut, if you will. And I certainly will. If you could believe it, friends, we are immediately at another boss battle, and this one actually is really tough. But we also got the Crystal Moat Ring. I wonder what that could be. Mind and body are inherently linked, but wise practitioners of mindfulness are able to form ethereal motes of spirit, effectively compartmentalizing the effects of mental and physical tasks. Halves effective focus usage on fatigue, so that's for spellcasters, I'm pretty sure. We're going to explore this area before fighting the boss, just because, you know, getting a closer checkpoint would be great. Bells of Return. Nice. And a warhammer. Must be medieval fantasy, not 40k. That is going to be a big bad strength weapon, isn't it? Yep. A two-handed cousin of the humble hammer, this somewhat unwieldy instrument is designed for combat rather than carpentry. Its considerable weight makes it difficult to use effectively, but also provides its spiked face with unparalleled striking force, making it supremely effective against brittle targets and heavy armor. All true, but I've got a poke that goes fast, so that's better.
Poke that goes fast.
Oh yeah, the demons will be, like, ambushing us from columns constantly in this area. I think they're meant to be Kraken. You know, of the same sort as that Cthulhu-esque monster that capsized our ship near the beginning of the game.
Right.
Now, the Kraken aren't in charge here. They are actually, I believe, trapped here just like everything else. But something important to note, as we'll get into the lore, is this island's art and architecture make no sense at all in universe. Like, remember, the queen we killed as the second boss ruled over a, like, castle town in another country. Yet, we navigated through that entire town here on the island on our way to fight her. In fact, times and places from, like, throughout this world's history converge and are present on this island. So we're going to be fighting, essentially, a who's who of the greatest, most powerful beings from throughout the entire world's history, as we navigate through places that should not be here, that either exist somewhere else in the world or haven't existed for hundreds or thousands of years. It's Dark Souls 1's whole, like, convergence of disparate worlds thing they used to explain multiplayer, actually integrated into the plot, a la Dark Souls 2. Oh, and a shrine or sanctuary we can actually consecrate. In the name of Devara. And in fact, we're going to make some offerings here. I want to use a guide to open this up as like a fast travel point. Sellsword. Shield block bonus, attack bonus, blacksmith. Do we really want a blacksmith, though? Not here, maybe. Level up, we can take 1 level, which I shall. And what are we going to offer at the Tree of Skill? What are we going to take? We can become a Class 3 Assassin, and 3 points of willpower. Tell you what, why not? More stamina, always a good thing.
Is it possible to fill out that thing?
I believe so, but it would take a very, very, very long time.
That's not what I asked, I just asked if it's possible.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. We also want to keep our eyes peeled for those poultice slots. Like this one over here. But more light armor as well. Might want to make our way up to light armor as well. More dex and crossbows and pistols. I'll take that.
Oh, by the way, Brady, you know what I just found out?
Ma'am?
I was looking into Delicate Flower questline and how to do, you know, that entire thing with the path cleaning and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, turns out they patched that out. As soon as you pick up the Delicate Flower, all the mobs respawn.
When did they patch that?
Recently.
I was about to say, I was one of the last lucky ones then. We got some poison daggers, that's fine. You know, as we saw with Grenados against the first proper boss, items like consumable combat items, a la bombs and daggers and all that, are actually super useful in this game. Oh, we got the Sabatons of the Vile Hawks. That's pretty cool, I guess. Also, why are y'all here? This ain't your forest.
Do you have the King Soul, Seth?
Not anymore. Now I have the Void Soul.
Yeah, I made that mistake as well. The King Soul is really good for doing the Delicate Flower run, because it allows you to just be patient, wait for your soul to like fill up, and then you can just shoot everything from afar.
Well, we fell accidentally, but I happened to fall straight onto a hidden item, so everything for a reason, I suppose. Crystal Sphere, I think that's an upgrade item? Yeah. Or no, let's see. A delicate sphere of polished crystal. It contains a cloud of playful sprites of some divine origin. Crush it in a sanctuary to convert that sanctuary to your creed. Ah, yes, right.
Did you manage to finish the Colosseum of Fools? Lucky you.
Stone Leader. What? Another boss? Oh, I know what boss this is! Yeah! Remember they said there's a jester who's able to worm his way anywhere? Well, we haven't met that jester yet, but there's a Kraken who has been impersonating him. And our next fight is going to be against that very Kraken. Oh man, I love this one. I love this one. I may not do super well, but I really like it. How much will a red shard heal us if I don't want to use one of my super consumables?
By the
Not a
way,
whole
can
lot.
confirm everything respawned.
Oh.
Damn it
Oh,
all.
are you trying to do it now?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the Colosseum of Fools.
So, y'all want to see what, like, an imitation jester as conjured up by some horrible chthonic entity looks like? Like, imagine the bare minimum of qualifying as like, oh yes, this could be a jester, right? I love how shoddy its attempt at camouflage is. Behold. It's just wearing the hat. That's all it needs. And it fights with a rapier. As you would expect, it's super fast. And it's got a pretty diverse moveset as bosses in this game go. Oof. Maybe a Blessed Page will help us out? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Notice lots of bosses in this game have crazy leap attacks. Ugh. Come on, man. Fortunately, he doesn't deal a ton of damage, but I mean, it's kind of hard when everything knocks you off your feet, and most bosses have crazy range. Well, not most, I shouldn't say, just most of the ones we fought so far. Later on, the game actually introduces... Shit! A ton of...
Introduces shit.
Huh? Well, no.
It introduces shit.
But more gimmick bosses that work really, really differently than what you're used to in this type of game. There we go. Just gotta be more patient with my dodges. And got him. Again, not clean, but we got it. Vanquished. We actually technically sequence broke right there. I meant to fight another boss before that one. Oh, and we got chainmail chosses. Probably too heavy for us, yep. Oh, but the raptor stuff is actually not just better for us, but it's a little lighter, too. Okay. I will look like discount Nightwing. Caw. Caw.
Caw.
Haha. Okay.
Oh, caw.
Let's get some lore on that ear. Ear of the False Jester, Impostor of the Sunken Keep. Adventurers seek the real Jester, a madman who possesses the key to the heart of the island. The False Jester preys upon those foolhardy enough to trust him. Yeah, you'd have to be a pretty, like, major league foolhart to do that. Sure. Now, up here, what have we? Another one of those obelisks we can't interact with quite yet. Here's the real Jester. Greetings, friend. You've come to chatter? From where I sit, you seem the matter. Fork, spoon, knife, and a drowned man's wife. Where I come from, in is out. Down is up, and up is down. Plate, cup, bowl, and a broken widow's soul. Would you like this rich perspective? Trust me, lord, it's quite authentic. Elbow, jaw, knee, and a grave beneath the sea. Yes, we're going to accept because he's going to brand us, which will give us a special ability. Fear not, then. Extend your hand, for there is great power in a brand, white, searing hot, and an iron-forged thought. We can now interact with the obelisks. And in the chest is, I'm pretty sure, his armor, right? Yes. So dig this. We can interact with the obelisks and reverse gravity. At least until we pass those glowing, well, not entirely sure the best way to describe them. Ornaments? that will be on certain fixtures. And see, this brings us up to Bandit's Pass. Beneath Bandit's Pass, the area past the Sodden Knight. But first things first, we've had a lot of fun, but we do actually want to kill the proper Sunken Keep boss. The one we're already kind of supposed to have brought down. And it's a lot harder than these others, generally speaking. It's another Kraken. Sure would be great if we could get the rest of this armor set. It's actually pretty good for light armor. What's up here? Might as well check it out. Some salt and gold. Not bad. Ooh. The Voracious Charm. What does this do? A charm of wood and metal. The spiral of teeth-like blades seem to shudder eagerly, but only when not directly observed. Leeches HP! Oh, that'd be handy later on. But right now we're using a spear, and the spear is just so sluggish, I think we need the faster attack output, don't you? And in this storage room, the Ascarian Scutum and a sack of salt. We can't wield the Scutum yet. A large wooden shield of simple design carried by legionaries of the Ascarian army, light enough to be held in one hand, yet sturdy enough to repel blades and projectiles alike. These shields afford an unrivaled degree of protection and versatility to which Ascaria largely owes its multitude of successful military campaigns. So it's a good old-fashioned Roman Scutum. Yeah. As soon as we take a level in shields, we may want to grab that, in fact. Okay, down we go. Slowly but surely, and safely. The Plated Band. Guys, there's so much unique loot in this game. A thick leather ring bearing scales of heavy iron plate. Increases strength. Oh, well, hell with that. Oh lord, it's dark in here. Oh, and we get the light spell, ironically enough. Alright. I don't think we're anywhere near ground level yet, by the way. Oh, no. Ah, Wretch Feeder. Like a lot of enemies in this game, they have a grab attack. Loads of enemies in Salt and Sanctuary have grab attacks. Potent ones at that. So I think once we pass this column, a couple more will spawn. Yep. Best way of dealing with Wretch Feeders is to just kill them during their spawn animation. Otherwise, you're gonna be in the shit like this! Oh no. Because they're also present in numbers. I mean, in friggin' numbers. They look vaguely xenomorphy, don't they? Oh, lord, that one landed on me from above. Christ. Heal, heal, heal. No way we're fighting this thing now, so can we find a sanctuary somewhere around here? Hager's Cavern. This is an area we won't be coming to for a long, long time. It's home to one of the bosses I remember having the most trouble with in my partial playthrough years ago. So what are you up to right now, Potato?
Trying to do the Colosseum of Fools.
Which one?
The last Trial of the Fool.
Okay. Here we meet... Oh, no! Oh, here we meet our death! Because of the floating Oculus thing there, projecting shields over enemies. Oh, and that was a lot of salt we lost. We definitely need to get back there, ASAP. Yeah, Wretch Feeders are so nasty because they rely so heavily on a grab attack that not only deals a good bit of damage, you know, over the course of the grab, but inflict significantly more as you break free. Nasty, nasty critters. Speaking of, oh lord. We're gonna play it super safe here. There we go. Vilehawk's Ear. Well, it's not a piece of the armor, but it'll do. Ooh, nice maneuvering on his part, have to say. Another visor, okay. Sure, we'll take it. Okay, we're in the castle keep. This area should be fairly safe to move through. Yep, here's the place. Or here is roughly the place, anyway. Oh no. There we go, just mulch them all. Whew. Poke, poke, poke. Oh lord, they spawn in such vast numbers. If we can pick them off, yeah, without the Oculus buffing them, we'll be fine. Oh yeah, and enemies that, like, acquire your salt actually, are made just a bit more resilient. I don't think they're made any stronger, necessarily, but they do have more health, or heightened defenses or something.
Saltier taste.
Mm-hmm. They become salt-crusted. What's over here? Ah, the blessed weapon. Well, blessing. Yeah, we don't need to keep going that way now. We can... head on back to wherever we summoned the guide with the power of a horn. It's a consumable, but it'll allow us to head back there. In we go. And now we can use all of this salt to level up many times. Oh, I would have hated to lose all of those. Be downright heartbreaking, fellas. Okay. Now let's head to the Tree of Skill. And what were we going to take? We got this last time. We'll take Renewed Will, Class 2 Light Armor, and from there maybe... I'll keep working our way over here, so we'll take Endurance and Dex. I do need to remember to make...
Bitch. Sorry.
What?
I just got killed like a millimeter away from the end.
What are you playing?
Hmm?
What are you playing?
I'm doing the delicate flower.
Oh, right. Oh, oof. So we're gonna level up one more time so I can get that point of shields, because, yeah, I kind of want that Scutum.
Seth?
Hmm?
What did you use, for the Trial of the Fool run?
The one thing that helped me a lot was the Dream Shield.
Dream Shield?
Yeah.
Really? Wait,
Yeah.
Oh, Dream Shield. I was thinking maybe Grim Child for the flying area?
For the flying area, the Dream Shield was what helped me the most. It killed everything instantly.
Link of Fire and Sky.
Shield kills?
Fire and Sky are powerful elements. Casting one over the other may affect the caster with dangerous elemental imbalance. That's right! This game's magic system does have something like that. Because of this danger, acolytes of the elemental magics are often given protection in the form of rings like this. Well, we ain't gonna be a caster for a while, so... Okay, are we ready to just get our ass whipped by a giant Kraken monster?
Yeah, sure. I saw a lot of hentai, I know where this is going.
Yeah, better you than me.
Yeah. Tell us how it is.
Totally optional boss, of course, but here we go. It's the Kraken Cyclops. Really gnarly looking design, kind of like a traditional Cyclops mixed with a sea urchin, right?
A bit.
Oh fuck, here we go. I'm gonna have to get the attack timings down. Oh, that's an easy one to dodge. Oh lord. Oof, right, it follows up with that. It follows up. Right. The game's boss music is fantastic, by the way. Yeah, now, as per usual, Phase 2, it becomes much faster.
Of course.
And, well, not exactly faster, it just starts chaining attacks together. Which most of the time I wouldn't mind, but in the case of something like this where one of its attacks has obscene range, Oh, Lord! I'm just getting tossed around like a fucking ragdoll. Look at that! Like, just non-stop. What? I rolled through that one. So how can I roll through this attack sometimes, but not consistently? I'm sorry, I don't think that was super fair. We were able to roll through its kind of thrust attack on the ground consistently in Phase 1, but not at all in Phase 2? Like our iframes just don't cut it? Oh, you definitely don't need the weight of the heavier shield. It doesn't do jack here. That's alright, this is a tough one. We can get it. Bless you.
Motherfucker. Thank you.
And chat, be sure to let me know if you think of or know of anything we could do or that I'm not doing that could make this a little simpler. Maybe revisiting the Grenado stratagem might help out here.
Maybe it could.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Just slightly gooder.
Now, I don't think bosses receive additional defenses when they take your salt, which is nice. Okay, so sometimes I can dodge attacks that travel along the ground, at other times I cannot.
Oh.
No.
Sorry, did that Grenado just deal no damage to it whatsoever? Oh no, it does like next to nothing. Oh yikes.
Yep.
Oh, they knew. Oh, they knew. Just stop juggling me, goddammit! Hey, Deity, how's it going, man? Glad to see you.
Hi.
Doing alright, thank you for asking. How are you? Okay, this might get it. Yep, there we go. Okay, second try. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
Nice. Good job.
Thank you. Deity says, I'm good. Still can't believe Ska made a Soulslike. Yeah, a really good one, too. They made 2! They're making a sequel that's set to release next year, which I'm super excited for.
Yup. I'm not, but I understand your excitement.
You really hate this game, don't you, Seth?
Yes. That game put me through something.
Fair enough, fair enough. We got its horn instead of an ear. Horn of a Kraken Cyclops. The thundering behemoth was slaughtered on land, though Kraken are said to be sea creatures. Deity says, neat. I've only played Charlie Murder, had a ton of fun. Yeah, I've heard their beat-em-ups are really, really well regarded. You ever played the Dishwasher games? Good night, Flossdrops. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope you have a great day tomorrow.
Good night.
And on their own, these oculi are completely harmless. They need nasties. They need nasties to buff if they've any hope of being a real threat. Now the next one, unfortunately, is hovering over like a grave that some drowned soldiers can raise out of, so it's going to be a problem no matter what. We're almost to that castle our knight buddy mentioned earlier. And unfortunately, spears are absolute garbage at bringing down aerial enemies.
I think what you meant, they're garbage, period.
No. There we go. Not so tough now, are you? Daddy says I've not played the Dishwasher. Only time I saw the characters were, strangely enough, one of the first skin packs when Minecraft came to Xbox had Dishwasher characters in it. Really? And no, we can't throw spears, I'm afraid. The spears are really, really good otherwise, though. Oh, it's the Red Hall of Cages. It's my least favorite area in the game. Fun. This is a massive, really, really drab prison. We're actually not gonna hang around here for a while. We're just gonna collect the stone offering and head on out, because there's much more we can do earlier in the game.
You said you wanted an item from...
Nope. We can get enemies to drop it elsewhere, much more easily.
Okay.
Hi, Rich Feeder.
Bye, Rich Feeder.
They are insane little glass cannons. But if we go right up here, somewhere around here there was a tunnel to Bandit's Pass I remember we opened up. I would love to... How many guides do I have? How many stone guides? Just the one, currently. Dang it. I would like to get a couple more. So I could... Or so I can, expand our fast travel network. But it's not to be. Not right now, anyhow. Hey, more Vile Hawks, meaning more chances for the armor set.
Motherfucker.
Red Shark. Got close again, Seth?
Yeah. And then got detonated by a jellyfish.
Oh, yeah, those are the worst.
Fog Canyon's probably the worst arm of the run. We can just tank the Vile Hawks at this point, and we shall. I think the passageway to Bandit's Pass was either right on the other side of the Jester's Arena, or otherwise somewhere nearby. Hold a moment. Ah, yes, the green key. This will open a shortcut maybe back to the banquet? Am I correct? Yes? Portcullis, okay. The other side of which is a shrine. Oh, right, Bandit's Pass. The Bandit's Pass shortcut was this way. Yes, indeed. And if you recall, there was also an interactable obelisk or two near the top of the banquet, which we will be using, of course.
Nice.
Okay. Gotta be careful, it's super dark down here. We also probably want to buy that lantern while we're here. The Amethyst set. And that's a big nasty. Chain Hauberk. That's gonna be too heavy for us. But it's the second piece of the chain set we found so far. That's a trap. Oh, man, look at all those tripwires. That was close. Bronze key. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Hey, it's an ogre, my favorite. Ooh. He surprised me with that one after being totally unresponsive for so long. We got the bloated monstrosity's ear, though, and an elevator?
Elevator!
Aye, elevator! This will allow us passage to the castle, I believe? Oh, I forget, this world's very intricately interconnected. Infantry poleaxe. Well, that's like a halberd, so I don't think we'll need it. It's nice it's here, though. Oh, it's so dark in there. Yeah, we're gonna need our light source if we're gonna have any hope of tackling that. And keep in mind, all the damage values you've been seeing are with a weapon that doesn't scale super well with Dex, and doesn't have any upgrades whatsoever. Oh, right, axe throwers. I forgot about these guys. Oh, they're nasty. Oh, lord, they're nasty, especially paired with the dogs. Fortunately, the dogs, despite looking so burly, have very, very little health. So do the axe throwers, as it happens. Drowned Raiders, they're called. And we got some pest mud, which would allow us to poison our weapon, I believe. So we got the Raider's Harness and the Raider's Targe. So a nice little shield. Maybe a good intermediate step between the, Oh no, the scutum is somehow lighter. I guess being made of largely wood versus being entirely metal. That got him? What was he guarding? The rest of the Raiders' gear. Raiders Portianki and Raiders Ushanka. Now let me think, is this the castle, or is this the church? Because there's a large cathedral we might have to read at some point. Oh, well, we used the key. The bronze key. Any description to it? It shows signs of frequent use, okay. All it was guarding was a great axe. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Oh no. You're gonna be fine, though.
You've seen that
First
meme,
you were
right?
afraid. You were petrified, yeah.
We can use the power of inertia to get ourselves over significant gaps, or to help ourselves to reach great heights after inverting gravity. You see, we couldn't jump up to this level, but we could send ourselves flying straight past the little gravity regulator with such great force that we were able to keep sailing on upwards. This might be... Ah, it's the castle! This is where we want to be. This is where we want to be. Excellent. Now, the castle is home to some fucking nasty enemies. Namely, these guys. Oh, lord, these things. They're super tough, super resilient, and have a ton of health. They specialize in shockwaves. Shockwaves that deal an immense amount of damage. Let's see if we can use this platform to our advantage here. They're the equivalent of the Anor Londo Sentinels from Dark Souls. I kind of prefer this design, though. Ooh. No! 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 Oh, fuck! And our last checkpoint was so far away. Wasn't expecting to die there. There's another sanctuary. I think the castle sanctuary is just a stone's throw away from that lobby. But the giant guards do not make it easy for you at all. Certainly not with this weapon. Which, again, is not the best. Not the worst or anything, but just not the best. I think it might be in our best interest to avoid the giant guards for the time being. Oh no, what have we done? Okay, jumping specials can take care of him. Fair enough. Whew, was more than a little worried there for a second. Didn't want to lose all that salt. I don't think we will, though. I think we'll be okay. Thankfully, they did not record the Sentinel as killing us. It was one of those little flaming bubbles instead. And they, fortunately, have very little health. They're annoying, and it's hard to deal with them without taking any damage at all, but they're not super difficult to dispatch. I can't wait to get our sword. Spear, the reach of the spear has been super great given how squishy we've been early game, but its moveset leaves a lot to be desired, especially regarding aerial combat. No, 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 don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh no, oh no. And as you can see, they hunt us down. Give me back my salt, please. Consumed almost all of my healing items just trying to kill these stupid things. God. Where did they go? Well, I said they don't have that much health, but I guess we're getting to the point where an unupgraded weapon just really ain't cutting it. Come on. Come back by. There we go. There's our salt. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, pretty sure this is just a mage. A mage with homing projectiles, but still. Not there. Oh, come on. Shrine, 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 shrine. We're gonna have to activate that lift a bit later on. Oh, no. At least we used the trap to our advantage that time.
Yay! I think.
Oh, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh, God. What's up here? Silverleaf? That's for spellcasting, I think. Soldier's Poem is an upgrade material. Don't know if we can make that and don't want to chance it right now. Oh god, I'm so tense. Oh no. Okay. Hey, it's a shortcut, and it's our friend. Great. You made it! Look at this view. Stunning, isn't it? I've heard there's a thief somewhere with what sounded like a particularly useful rune. There's also that pesky dragon. Needs to be slain. Ever wondered where these buildings come from? Who built this castle? Does it have a master? Great questions. They will be answered later, if ever. Sanctuary!
Next episode.
Oh, that's what we needed. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff. Okay, so we're gonna call in a blacksmith because we're gonna need him, and we're gonna call in a guide for my welfare. Have another close run, Seth?
Yeah, the spikes in the last room.
You'll get it.
Yeah, I know I will. It's still annoying as hell.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I say no doubt. I mean, I've done it. I know. Oh, let's level up while we're here so I don't have to worry about my soul. Oh, we got the Hunter's Armor. If we want to, you know, play as a Bloodborne cosplayer, we have that choice.
Nice.
Tree of Skill.
Do you have your pimp cane?
I do not, unfortunately.
Oh.
Bolstered Dex. We'll need even more assassin points. Well, okay, we'll keep saving. Oh, the Hunter's Armor counts as heavy armor, huh? Oh, and we also got a ring. Let me check that out. Mending Band. A small metal band dyed red set with a glimmering red gem. The dye is derived from Cadanian Rogella, the fern-like plant from which most healing poultices are derived. Regenerate health! Ah. That could be pretty good later on. Not right now, though, because now I need to seek out magical teleporting samurai who will be able to give me my sword. Let's also see if I can make this jump now that I'm unencumbered by all of that salt. I can! Impencrest Ring.
Potato?
Yeah?
Are you printing something?
No.
Oh,
Increase your resistance to fire damage. That'll be
this is my
super useful.
controller. I'll move my mic away.
Oof.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, the magic attacks hurt quite a lot, actually, but that's okay, that's okay. We're almost about to get a weapon that'll allow us to just saw through anything the game has to throw at us.
Nice.
Nice.
Provided I can take down its bearers reliably enough to get one of them to drop it.
Provided you can hit the enemies and not get hit by them and reduce them to 0 health.
Correct.
I think that is, yeah, the definition, pretty much.
Ah, Birion fire pots. Think like a firebomb. Okay. Certainly seen worse drops in my time. And pitch fire. A flame buff we can apply to our weapon. Oh, I see you, pressure plate. Don't you even think I don't. Oh, Granados! Excellent!
What's that?
The bombs we've used to kill the Sodden Knight.
Oh.
Endless Fang. Okay. Oh, these flaming souls are hard as hell to deal with because they like to dash to the other side of your model and then just charge straight through you from behind. And they're free-floating, so they don't have to worry about such petty measures as pathfinding. Oh, fuck! Killed by the mage, killed by the mage. Ah. We really should not be doing this with an unupgraded weapon, but I mean, at the same time. At the same time, it's much easier to handle with, basically hoarding all of our weapon upgrade materials until we get the sword I'm going for. Because then, with enough salt, which we may have to farm for a little bit, I'll essentially be able to power level it. Okay, Ember Skulls, Ashes, and a Charred Doll. Those are, if I can very vaguely recall, some pretty good drops, I think. Maybe a... oh no, Grenado on the stairs does nothing. Damn you, physics. Okay, now it's just us and the mage. We can handle that. Oh no, their attacks are more powerful while they're salt encrusted. Oh, got him. Not bloodlessly, but got him. What's up here? This castle is pretty tricky, but it's also loaded with... oh, a spell. Loaded with, opportunities to open shortcuts and the like. So I think there should be a shrine not far from a pair of the enemies I want near the boss. Yep, here's one of them, a split swordsman. So, a teleporting samurai.
Nice.
They're pretty difficult to kill, but we want them to drop their Taichi. Where's the shrine, though? That's the... oh, no. Hi. Will not be engaging with this gentleman, as... would not be in the best interest of our welfare. Speaking of Ember Souls, no, 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 no.
Mother of... God, I hate this so much. Okay, one more try.
Before you call it a night, or...
Before she starts swearing in Croatian.
Okay, so... you definitely want to open the door on the other side of the Night Sentinel, but... oh, is this... this isn't the boss, but it's the lead up to the boss, where we will also be able to find a shrine and the split swordsman that I need. Oh, can I level up? Yeah, I'll go ahead and take another level while we're here. Why not? Now let's see, we are almost to the point where we can afford Assassin 4. And that lift will take us to the castle grounds, if we had a desire to return. These enemies are actually transplants from the Red Hall cages, and if I recall correctly, do absolutely nothing but throw these little tiny flaming hooks. Could be far worse. They're actually probably the weakest enemy in the entire castle. Caged man's ear and a red shard. Okay. Handy. Ah, another stone guide! Awesome, another fast travel point for us. Ah, got him. Excellent. Oh, we should be able to talk to someone here. Yes, that young woman. This is exactly who we want / need to talk to. But first things first. Shortcut! These lifts will allow us to access the lower levels of the castle, so we're gonna have to work our way around to her. And don't worry, I know there's a couple side paths we missed. We'll be going back for them. First things first, shrine, and then weapon, weapon, weapon. Silver leaf. Oh, don't fall. They're telling us that there's an edge there. That's nice. Very friendly of the community. Good folks. And what's in the box? Oh, a stone merchant. Okay. Good. Might be making use of that before too long. There's our shrine. Now, where are those swordsmen? Somewhere around here. I think this might just be the boss. Like, this boss was deemed so tough they give you a checkpoint immediately outside of it, I think. Come on. Climb. But don't fall. Yep, this is the boss. This is the dragon. Well, a dragon. Maybe not the dragon. Grasping ring. Oh, if we didn't start the game with one. Okay. Now we just need to find the split swords. This stream may unfortunately conclude on a bit of farming, friends, but trust me when I say this sword is going to make the rest of our jobs so much easier. Oh, we want to drop down into that central channel, no doubt. Like so. Ow. Oh, Phoenix Rondash. It is a shield we can't use yet, I don't think, but it's flame resistant. Really flame resistant. The teleportation attack, at least for my money, is much easier to dodge than their standard physical attacks. And dang it, of course we didn't get it. It's not a super common drop, but trust me when I tell you we want it. Oh lord, do we want it. So we've just got to keep hunting them down. There was one guarding a unique treasure near the bottom of this hellish chamber. These enemies, the Ember Souls, I think, are also commonly found in the Red Hall of Cages. I guess we might have to kill this guy to progress, so hell with it. Why not give it a try? Oh, that's why not. Because rolling through them's only partially effective. Sometimes you get stuck on their hitbox, sometimes you don't. Yeah, these guys are, like, even though I'm not playing the best, these guys are outright nasty. And they're not actually blocking us with their shields. They just take no damage by default. They do give you, I want to say, tons of salt on death, though. And like all enemies in the game, it's not like Dark Souls, like all non-boss enemies in the game, they do respawn upon death. So it's no like, oh, thank God we made it past that elite enemy. Nope. Dead, and we can't even access the portcullis. Oh, well. Oh, fucking mage again. Ah, shit. Court sorcerers, rather. Well, guys, I think I might actually cut the stream there, if only because the next bit's going to be farming, and I probably don't want to bore you guys with that. We will be back, probably Sunday, with the continuation of this stream, with Itachi, with an upgraded Tachi, and you'll see what a huge difference that can make. Until then, thank you all so much for joining me, whether you're catching this live or after the fact as a VOD on YouTube. It's been a pleasure. I'm really enjoying this incredible indie Souls-like, made largely by a small team of 2 people, and I hope you are as well. We'll be back on Sunday with more. Thanks so much to Seth the Overwitch and Comrade Potato for joining me on commentary. And until next time,
night, everyone.
have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.